You had the Waldo Cortez Acosta, I do believe one of GC's favorite fighters, going up against Ante Delia, who is a teammate of one Tom Aspinall, who ironically, was asked about the Tom Aspinall eye poke situation this week, and was talking about it and made some comments which sort of came to light once again regarding eye pokes and all that stuff in the aftermath. But what ended up happening was Ante Delia, in a moment where he was, on the offensive, so a little bit different than the Ciryl Gane situation where he's like actually on the offensive, pokes Waldo Cortez Acosta in the eye. The referee, whose name is Mark Smith, thank you for that, did not notice it. And then after several more punches where, Waldo Cortez Acosta is now like almost like shielding himself, turning up, not fighting back, the type of demeanor that you would have if you are done, the referee waves off the fight and calls it to a stop. Delia thinks he won the fight. He's celebrating. He's running around the cage. He's going like this, all this stuff. Immediately, Waldo is complaining of the eye poke. He sits on the stool, and the broadcast goes from like, this guy just won, Ante via TKO, standing TKO, to now, oh wait, something's going on here. And now you start to hear the conversations regarding the eye poke and them checking on it, them checking the replay. Now, what I thought was going to happen was, all right, in the moment, heat of the moment, Mark Smith calls off the fight, TKO win for Ante. I thought that they were going to check, which I have no problem with, the replay to see if in fact there was an eye poke. If there wasn't an eye poke, Ante wins. Sorry, man. Like maybe it was a knuckle. Who knows? You lost the fight. If there was an eye poke, which there was, but I'm just saying this is what I thought they were looking at. If there was an eye poke, then the referee comes, they go to the middle, they announce winner via DQ due to a foul, due to an illegal shot, an illegal eye poke to the eye, is Waldo Cortez Acosta. What I didn't think was going to happen was they would restart the fight for two reasons. Number one, very tough spot for Ante, who's not the victim in all of this, but it's a tough spot for Ante because it's a real thing. Your guard is down. You've let out all these, the pressure, the emotion, all this stuff, your second fight of the UFC, whatever it is, it almost makes the Kyle Nelson win over Matt Frevola that much more impressive. The fact that he was able to continue and still win when thinking that he had just stopped the guy in the first round is actually supremely impressive. It to me, in large part, is like the Magny win, this win for Costa makes a lot more sense. When you have released all of that, it's very hard to get it back. It's very hard to get it back. And so then what happens? Literally, what was it, 10, 15 seconds later?
5 seconds.
Yeah. Ante gets knocked out. Now, of course, the dummies will say, look, you can fight when you get poked in the eye. Go get poked in the eye. And then go get poked 10 more times. And tell me if all pokes are created equally. Obviously not. They hit different parts of the eye. Like there's different injuries. Not all pokes, not all cuts, not all breaks are the same. It's a stupid, stupid thing to say. But so that's the first reason. But the more important reason as to why it shouldn't have been restarted is because it is in the rules. Because in the unified rules of MMA, let me read them to you. Shall you? Shall we? I will read them to you right here and now. It states as follows: instant replay may be used to review a, quote, fight-ending sequence, which that was. So they were good there. And shall only be used after a fight has officially been stopped, which means they can't just pause it and say, hey, like, let me just make sure, and then you can continue. Fight has been stopped. So they used it the right way. Once instant replay has been used, this is in the unified rules, to review a fight-ending sequence, the fight shall not be resumed. Shall not be resumed. Why did they resume the fight? They fucked up. So again, this is consistent. I saw some people say, oh, now you're going to try. No. Ante loses that fight via DQ'd. They check the replay. He poked him in the eye. Fight over. Waldo wins via DQ. What should absolutely not happen by the rules, by the letter of the law, is restarting the fight. And oh, by the way, it's a shitty situation to ask a guy who thinks he won a fight to get back in there and fight again 3, 4, 5 minutes later. You can't do that to the fighter. Now, you could rebook it down the line, but you can't restart the fight. It's in the rules.
I was a bit confused because I heard them say at some point that there was a running clock, and I don't know what that was referring to. Were they saying that he was still in the 5-minute period where they were evaluating? I'm not sure, but that was mentioned a few times in the thing.
They said we're on timeout. That's what they said. And then the broadcast then said, oh, the clock is still going. I don't think that was an issue. But from the moment the fight was stopped to when it restarted was 5 minutes and 6 seconds.
But here's the thing. The timeout doesn't matter if the fight's over.
But is it not possible that the fight wasn't over? That they're saying, like, we're giving him the time to recover?
He called the fight.
He waved it off.
Yeah, he waved it off.
They said he didn't wave it.
Yeah, the broadcast
team
distinction. Kept saying that he didn't wave it off.
But the fight was stopped.
Did you guys watch it?
Yeah, I thought the fight was over. I watched it in real time, and I had it on mute, and I tweeted. I was like, oh, Delia, Waldo Cortez, Acosta, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I thought it was over. And then I looked back, and I was like, oh, shit, they're restarting the fight. So I didn't hear any of the broadcast live.
They were saying something about the clock. That's all I remember.
I mean,
they brought the stool in the cage. The teams came in and everything like that. So, like, restarting it after that feels egregious.
Oh, yeah. But
they're watching the fight-ending sequence, to Ariel's point. Like, you know, they are going through the motions of a fight that has been stopped, and now they're checking for a foul.
Correct.
I think, honestly, like, if we look at this, like, this whole thing that took place there is a reaction to what happened at UFC 321. Like, is what happened to Aspinall. I think this whole thing goes off the way it does because it's a reaction to what happened with Aspinall and how dejected everyone seemed to feel about that. Even Waldo continuing. Waldo says at one point he's in the corner. They've stopped it. They're trying to review the situation. Waldo says, I can't see. What was the thing everybody said after Tom lost? You can't say that. Yeah. Brendan Fitzgerald on the broadcast says, oh, watch what you're saying.
I hate that, by the way. I hate that, by the way. Yeah, like, you should be allowed to tell people how you feel. Like, you're not supposed to lie or hide it.
He said afterwards, I only can see 20%. Like, you shouldn't be fighting if you can have only 20% visionary right now. It's worked out for him. And it's worked out all reaction to Aspinall, the way he's come across. His contendership is a reaction to the controversy. And he'll be put in a better spot now because of this. What's the first thing he says? Hey, Aspinall, look what I did. Yeah. I kept going. You know, his contendership has been birthed by UFC 321's controversy. And the only reason why that fight continued, as far as I'm concerned, is because of how badly the world reacted to what happened at UFC 321.
Yep.
Okay, guys, I mean, like, I'm rewatching it because you made me doubt myself. Like, Mark Smith absolutely stops this fight. He jumps in there. No, I agree. He touches him. I mean,
oh no, we're just saying what the broadcast
said. We're just saying that they were saying something about a clock.
They didn't wave. That's what they said.
I mean, but
they also mentioned the.
I mean, he literally stops the fight. He couldn't have stopped it any more clear. That fight was over right then and there. They go check the replay. The wrong guy won. You reverse it. DQ loss. Sorry, bud. You poked him in the eye. Fight over. The replay just confirmed it. The one thing you can absolutely not do is restart the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
What we were saying is, like, the broadcast, the way they were kind of talking the world through this was like, I didn't see him wave his hands, as in, like, this is the signal for a stop fight.
Yeah, Brendan Fitzgerald, said, like, the hands didn't go above the head.
That's what? We agree with you. We agree with you, by the way. Our position.
Okay. Yeah, we agree with you. What we're saying is they may not agree with you. They may have been operating under some different thing.
What they're talking about with the hands.
And I still disagree that I think that should be a no contest, not a DQ, but that's a different thing.
Oh, don't start that shit again. Come on.
Starting it up, though, is absolutely ridiculous with all the rules that were broken of the team coming in, the stool coming in. You know, I guess, you know, it barely went over the 5 minutes. And then obviously Delia thinking that he won the fight. You have the adrenaline dump. Like, it just should not have been restarted. You either should have gone no contest or DQ.
Also, forget the fact that he had the adrenaline dump and lost. And I think Ariel made a great point. Like, we've seen this, like, Magny versus Jake Matthews went the exact same way, right? Like, he had an adrenaline dump. What if Waldo goes out there and it gets worse? What if his eye gets punched and it gets worse and you just sent him out there to have more damage done to his eye? There's no good outcome in restarting that fight. That's an absolutely asinine thing for them to have done. I don't understand that.
California State Athletic Commission is going to be talking about this tomorrow. They have a hearing about all of this stuff tomorrow. One thing that didn't happen last week was this replay nonsense. Mm-hmm. So they have to understand their rules. Would love to know why. And and I'm going to reach out to them about that. Not California, Nevada. But what about, then you got, earlier in the day, Chris Tognoni refereeing the Billy Elikana Kevin Christian fight, and I posted a clip of this. So I wasn't 100. This was before the baseball game. So people saying that I wasn't tweeting about the fight. The clip doesn't do it justice. You guys know this one, right? He Elikana has him in a rear naked choke. He's flattened him on his stomach. And it is very clear. The broadcast gets this one. They're mentioning that he's tapping the mat multiple times, like at least 5-6 times. Tognoni, like if they're lined this way,
he's on the other side.
He's on the complete other side. Like his head is buried into the other guy's head on the other side. And so he completely misses it.
He's looking to see if the choke is locked in, not realizing the choke's been locked in for 30 seconds and the guy's been tapping. Yeah. Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Trapped on one side.
Yeah, he was trapped and he's just getting choked and he's been tapping for a long time.
And then he's just out.
And then he's out.
Like motionless.
Yeah. Bad situation. Horrible.
It's crazy. I mean, it's actually sometimes crazy that like every event between the weight cutting and the referee blunders and the freaking head kicks and the guys like out, like that we just kind of skirt by on to the next one, you know?
Yeah.
It's like every week.
It's almost like we follow the traveling circus.
Yeah.
Like how do you explain this to an outsider?
Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.